Looking at our world from a theological perspective. This is the Theology Central Podcast, making theology central.
Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, February the 6th, 2023. It is currently 7:34 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio, located right here in Abilene, Texas. For some weird reason, I had trouble saying Theology Central Studio, didn't I? So let me try that again. Good evening, everyone. It is Monday, February the 6th, 2023. It is currently 7:35 p.m. Central Time, and I'm coming to you live from the Theology Central studio, located right here in Abilene, Texas. That still didn't sound right, did it? No, it still didn't sound right. It still felt like something was off. It still felt like I didn't say it the right way, but you know what? I'm not even going to try it again, because if I'm being very honest with you right now, if I'm being very, very, very honest with you, the reason the intro wasn't very good, and the reason I'm not even bothering to do the intro again, is because I really don't want to be doing this broadcast. I really don't. I can't. I mean, I knew it was going to happen. I knew that I was going to have to sit in front of this microphone and talk about this subject, but I have delayed and delayed and delayed it because I didn't really want to do it. In fact, I should have started this morning when I did the Today's Focus broadcast. I should have started with it, but I was hoping I was wrong. Let me explain. Yesterday at around 5:22 p.m. Central Time, I posted in our Discord channel that tonight is the Grammys. And on the Grammys, two individuals was going to perform their hit song, Unholy. And I told everyone, hey, this is going to create controversy. Christians are going to be upset. Conservatives are going to be upset. They're going to be yelling for boycotts and this and that, and everyone's going to be mad. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And that was around 5:22 p.m. yesterday. Well, the Grammys occurred. The performance happened. And as predictable as clockwork, the Christian world is all upset. I have received emails from a number of ministries. Oh, outrage. It's outrageous. It's horrible. Conservatives, it's outrageous. It's horrible. I checked a number of Christian websites. It's outrageous. It's horrible. Everywhere I look. And then I had to do some driving some different places today. And each time I got in the car, I turned on AM talk radio, conservative talk radio. And it's outrageous. I'm outraged. It's an outrage. It's unacceptable. No. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it was so predictable. And if I could predict it, I guarantee you the people involved in the performance, they could predict it. They knew what was going to happen. And guess what? All of the outrage, all of the yelling, all of the screaming is only going to make the song more popular. I don't understand the Christian mentality. I just don't understand it. So let me just set the stage. First, it's the Grammys. Okay. It's the Grammys celebrating what's popular in music, right? Giving awards out for what is popular in the basic mainstream categories of music, right? Pop, R&B, hip hop, EDM. Okay, so right there, you're looking at let's just say it this way, the secular music world. Wow. And they're going to have an award ceremony and people are going to perform their hit songs. I wonder, do you think it's going to be like, please open your hymn books to page 435. Let's sing Victory in Jesus. Now, obviously, it's not going to be like that. It's the Grammys. So here's a novel idea. If you are a Christian, just don't watch it if you think you're going to be offended. I don't know if you realize this. Your television, you can actually change the channel. You know what? You can actually not open up Paramount Plus and hit stream. You can avoid CBS. There are a million other things you could do. But for some weird reason, Christians have this mindset that either I'm going to watch what I know is going to offend me, then yell and scream because I'm offended, or I'm not going to watch it. And when then someone posts a video of it on social media, then I'm going to scream, outrage! This is an outrage! This must stop! And it's like, well, what are you outraged about? Are you outraged because lost people, I don't know, acted lost? Oh, what a shock. I don't know what we must shut everything down. Are you outraged because, I don't know, they didn't do what you think they should do? I don't get everyone talks about outrage culture, and everyone talks about snowflakes and liberals who want to silence, cancel culture. It's been Christians who've had outrage culture and cancel culture. I think we created it. I think we invented it. I don't understand. I just don't understand. And this happens every year. The Grammys happen. I mean, it's like the artists sit backstage. Well, I mean, obviously not just right before the show because they rehearse these performances. That's another thing. People don't, these performances are planned and rehearsed countless times before the show goes live. So it's not like, oh, no. Like this just kind of accidentally happened. I almost wish I could be in some of the meetings where people are sitting there going, hey, so think we could upset some Christians and conservatives? That usually leads to another million streams or another million downloads or another million CDs bought. Who do you think we could upset this year? It's just so predictable. So all I have to do is simply look at the performances and just go and read and go. That's the one. All I got to do is look for the one, because it's usually very simple to know that it's like if I could put money on it in Vegas, I could fund this podcast for 1,000,000 years with the top-notch equipment. I mean, I would love to do that, right? Just hey, look. I bet that Christians are going to be upset about this because you just know it's coming. And so I knew it was going to happen. So I don't know what Christians expect. It's like, I'm going to watch this show. I'm shocked that this show isn't Christian. I don't know. It's rated X. Was that a good giveaway? I don't know. It was rated R. Was that a good giveaway? Was it, what was said, intended for mature audiences? Contains scenes of extreme violence, explicit language throughout, strong sexual content. Then you watch it and you're like, I'm so offended. What are you? I don't understand. And I've been watching Christians do this my whole Christian life, yelling and screaming and mad because the world won't act like how dare the world not act like the way we tell them to act? I'm like, why should they listen to us? Why do we think lost people should act like Christians? I just don't understand the outrage. But all right, I know I've given you just kind of a little bit of an idea of what's going on. Two performers, the Grammys. All right. And again, I don't even want to say anything. See, that's why I was like, I'm coming to you live from I didn't even want to finish my intro because it just seems insane that Christian websites would be like, breaking news, shocking, outrageous performance at the Grammys. And it's like, how long? I mean, where have you been? Like, I don't understand. It's like, shocking, breaking news, pornography found in a pornography store. I don't know. How did it get there? I don't know. Shocking. Hey, breaking news, foul language found in an R-rated movie. Shocking. Breaking news, People die in Friday the 13th movie trilogy, or what's more than a trilogy now, movie series. Shocking. I can't believe people would die in the Friday the 13th movie. I mean, it's like, sometimes it's like Christians are just like, I'm outraged. And it's like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But here is what's going on. Here's what's going on, right? I'm going to go to a Christian website for this. I could go to the emails from the different Christian ministries, but I knew at some point the Christian Post, boom, it would be there, and it's there. The Christian Post. Mocking Christianity. Devil-horned Sam Smith, hellkeeper, Kim Petras, satanic unholy performance outrages viewers. How could it outrage viewers? It's Sam Smith and Kim Petras. I mean, give me a break. Oh, wait, here's the name of the song, Unholy. Oh, hey, guys. All right, kids, get your popcorn. Let's get some drinks. We're going to have family time. We're going to watch the Grammys. And guess what? Yay! Sam Smith and Kim Petras is going to perform Unholy. This should be good, fam. Oh, kids, don't look. I'm outraged. What? I don't understand. I mean, and the performances, who's going to perform is announced way before the show comes on. You can get a list of all the performers, and as soon as you go down, oh, Sam Smith, Kim Petras performing the song Unholy. I don't know. Do you think it could be? Let me see. Come on, everyone. Think of it. Do you think it could be Unholy? I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know. But here is the story. I'll tell you everything that happened. All right. The music industry's biggest night took an unholy turn Sunday after Kim Petras became the first trans-identified artist to win a Grammy and delivered a dark performance of the hit song. They delivered a dark performance of the hit song? I don't know. Have you listened to the song? I don't know. Have you seen the music video? Oh, it took a dark turn. I mean, I knew this was going to be the song. And I told everyone this was going to be the song. And my post at 5-something, I told everyone. I knew, look, this was as predictable can be. Sam Smith joined Petras for a Hades-inspired performance in which, at one point, he donned a top hat with devil horns. Oh no! He's got a top hat with devil horns. Oh no! He's mocking Christianity. Obviously, where Christianity is under attack. I feel so persecuted. Top hats with devil horns. I don't know how we can live. We've got it so much worse than the early Christian martyrs. I mean, this persecution. I don't know what we can do. It's a top hat with devil horns. Give me a break. This is so ridiculous. Okay, all right. I'm having a hard time even trying to be serious here. Sam Smith joined Petras for a Hades-inspired performance. No, let me help you out. This wasn't a Hades-inspired performance. Let me help you out, guys. This was a marketing-inspired performance because they knew they do about a 3-minute performance, make it quick, make it fast, shock a few people, and it's free advertising for the next 24-hour news cycle, maybe 48 hours. Maybe they could respond at about the end of the 48 hours with something outrageous, and they may get another 24 hours out of it. This is not a Hades-inspired performance. This is a marketing-inspired performance that Christians never catch on to. It's so ridiculous. All right, a Hades-inspired performance. All right, so he donned a top hat with a devil horns, and dancers gyrated around him. Oh, there were dancers gyrating at the Grammys? I bet you that's the first time it's ever happened. I mean, no one has ever gyrated ever, anywhere. Elvis did. Oh, wait, never mind. All right. So dancers gyrated around him while Petras sang from inside a cage as flames roared behind. Oh, they got fire. They have fire. There's fire on the stage. Oh, no, 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 no fire. Fire represents hell. Hell, this is going to bring demons into your house. Turn off your television. Grab some holy water. Grab a crucifix. It's all happening. I mean, give me a break, ladies and gentlemen. Clad in all red leather, Smith was flanked by dancing, demon-looking figures as Petrus was locked in the cage behind chains as several more sinister figures wearing satanic headgear stood guard outside. Ooh, I don't know what we're going to do. It could be the end of Christianity. The performance highlighted what was a historic night for the Grammys. After winning 4 Grammys, including Record of the Year in 2015, Smith became the first artist who identifies as non-binary to win Best Pop Duo Group Performance, while first-time nominee Petrus won the first award for trans-identified artist. Okay, I don't really know what their sexual preferences or what their gender identity is, has to really do with any of this. The story is about the performance of Unholy, but we got to throw that in because that'll get Christians even more fired up, okay? The duo was introduced by Madonna, who has her own legacy of controversy at the Grammys. Ooh, wait, there's been controversy in the past at the Grammys? Oh, I did not. And Madonna was a part of it? No way. I remember all of that controversy as well. She has her own legacy of controversy at the Grammys, and who last month sparked outrage after posting for a Vanity Fair cover that some called blasphemous for making a mockery of the Last Supper. Calling Smith and Petrus 2 incredibly talented artists who were forging a new path and taking the heat for all of it, the 64-year-old Madonna applauded the pair. You guys need to know, all you troublemakers out there, you need to know that your fearlessness does not go unnoticed, she said. You are seen, you are heard, and most of all, you are appreciated, and I will help, Madonna. And all you troublemakers out there, not only are you guys, you need to know that you do not go unnoticed, you don't go unpaid, because that troublemaking creates the controversy, which leads to more attention. Okay, it's the way the music industry has worked for a very long time. Upon winning the Grammy with Smith, Petrus thanked Madonna during Petrus thanked Madonna during. They're going to use the pronoun his here for Petrus. His acceptance speech earlier in the night. At one point in the song, Petrus references the troubled. References the Trouble brand. Okay. I'm not gonna go through all of this because they're gonna go through some of the lyrics and some of the things here. And a campaign for a clothing brand and all kinds of other issues that gets further and further and further away from the actual story. All right. After the show, Petra told reporters backstage the performance was inspired by not being able to choose religion. I think a lot of people honestly have a kind of label of what I stand for and what Sam stands for as religiously not cool. And I personally grew up wondering about religion and wanting to be a part of it, but slowly realizing it did not want me a part of it, she said. Now they're referencing back to she. So it's kind of written very weird because they call Petrus he, but then later on they reference Petrus as she. So I don't know if it's their own just editing mistakes. I don't know if it's their own. I don't know. And then I don't know why they bring in the reference to this. I don't know. They're just bringing in a lot of stuff, and I just want to keep it to the Grammys performance. I don't want to get sidetracked on all of this. All right. Then they said the duo song reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 last October. And let's see here. And then Okay. Then they have some of the people who had to comment on all of this. People like Sam Smith, who love to mock Christianity and use satanic themes, always thinks they're super edgy artists by doing it. In reality, it's not edgy. It's boring, vile, rehashed, shock tactics that Hollywood seals clap for because they're evil and stupid. Wow, that'll show them. But see, here's the thing. So the people will clap about it because they're evil and stupid. You say it's boring, yet you're sitting there commenting on it. Hey, it's boring, it's vile, it's stupid, but I'm going to comment on it. Why? Because the person who posted that he's a commentator. The person who's commenting on that on Twitter knows he's going to get the attention, knows he's going to get the views. Some viewers also marked the show's Pfizer sponsorship, Grammys openly celebrating Satan. Yeah, oh my goodness. Openly celebrating Satan. Sam Smith singing Unholy, brought to you by Pfizer, all while Jill Biden is handing out a Song of the Year. It's a satanic cult. If this doesn't show people, I don't know what it will. It's blatantly disgusting. Stop giving the Grammys the ratings. Oh, man. So now they got to bring in Pfizer. They got to bring Jill Biden. It's just ridiculous. And again, openly celebrating Satan. I bet you most of the people involved in that don't even believe Satan exists. Right? And you say, they're Satanists. Well, if they're Satanists and they go with the Anton LaVey version of Satanism, they don't believe in a literal Satan. Satan is simply a representation of man living out their full potential. Read the Satanic Bible. Satanism is a worship of self. It's a worship of the individual. It's the exaltation of man. Oh, it's just so crazy when Christians start talking about any of this stuff. They have no clue what they're talking about. So I'm not going to read the rest of the article because the whole thing is crazy. I'm reading all the comments. And then it's just, Christians losing their minds is, and this is what one person says. This performance is what happens when adults are allowed to celebrate Halloween in February. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. And then, all right. But I mean, I could just go through and read all of this and it's just nonsense. And I really don't know. I'm just thinking of all the articles that I've read today about this story. Some are saying that, if young people saw that, they're going to start worshiping Satan. And that's the most ridiculous thing. It's just ludicrous. You may find, well, here's one example where someone says they're worshiping Satan. They did so because of a specific movie or a book or something. But sometimes it's just so ridiculous and how Christians do this. I don't know. I'm not going to get into an argument about music, and I'm not going to get into the never-ending fight that Christians have about this stuff. Here's what I will say. If you're a Christian, probably a good idea, don't watch the Grammys if you're easily offended and if you are upset by music that that talks about things that go against Christianity. And when I say go against Christianity, in other words, it puts forth ideals or a morality that goes against Christianity, then you know what? You don't have to listen to it. And you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. And you can say, but, I need to speak out because I've got to protect the kids. Well, then atheists could speak out and say, I want to protect the kids and I want all Christian program removed from television. And I mean, at some point, there's got to be some level of freedom because the freedom you deny others is the freedom you ultimately deny yourself. The freedom you want is the freedom you have to give in any kind of a free society. But many Christians want to, insert their own form of a theocracy and make everyone live like a Christian, but that's not the way it works. The best thing for Christians to do in these situations is just go, yeah, next, whatever. Here's a novel idea. For all the Christians yelling and screaming and throwing a fit, how much time did you spend praying for Sam Smith and Kim Petras versus how much time you've complained about it? I mean, I wonder, how much time did you lift up Sam Smith or Kim Petras in prayer, praying for them? Oh, no, it's much easier to condemn them. They're Satanists. They did. I mean, and it's like and it's almost like an anger. And it's like, what is wrong with you people? They're lost. Here's the thing. Sam Smith and Kim Petras, far as I know, not associated with Christianity in any way, shape, or form. Everyone would agree with me on that. All right. So let me ask you, what do you want from Sam Smith and Kim Petras? You want them not to sing a song called Unholy and do a performance that makes you uncomfortable? Is that all you want? Or do you really want their salvation? Because all I see is anger and outrage and name calling. Because see, what you want is you don't want to turn on your TV and see something that could offend you. I think some people want non-Christians to live like Christians so to make the Christian life a little bit easier for them. Unholy. It's a song called Unholy. I don't know what Christians expect. I don't know. And I do apologize for stumbling over that article. I was having problems. Like they called Kim Petras he, then they call her she. Then they have this thing in the middle about this campaign ad, and because I think they make a reference in the lyrics to Unholy about I think they think that there's a lyric there that they think references this campaign for like these handbags that was controversial and created a lot of controversy. So they just are trying to bring in all the controversy that could possibly be connected to these individuals. Everything from their sexual preferences to their gender identity to other things that they've done, because they want to just say, look how bad these people are. Look at how bad these people are. But I didn't want to get into the campaign ad. I didn't want to get into the handbags. I didn't want to get into the lyrics of Unholy, because in fact, I guess you could argue, well, you should read the lyrics to Unholy. Why? The song's called Unholy. What do you think it's about? What do you think it's about? Either you're going to listen to it or you're not. You don't want to listen to it because you're offended. Well, then just don't listen to it. And if you know the song, which is extremely popular, if you know the song, then you would know you wouldn't want to watch the performance. So how could viewers be outraged? What did they expect at the Grammys? I don't know I don't understand how Christians think. Christians have this mindset that everyone has to live like we do. They should be forced to live like we do. They should be forced to do what we tell them to do. That we get to make the rules. We get to make the decisions. And then when someone does something that we don't like, we condemn. I didn't see anyone saying, let's pray for Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Because we like to call people names and mock them and call them stupid and call them seals or what other nonsense that we want to say about people. I think maybe the church and Christians, instead of looking at Sam Smith and Kim Petras, maybe we just look at ourselves. I know all of you are holy and perfect and righteous, but have a feeling probably plenty of sin in your own life and your own shortcomings. Something to think about. You can email me your thoughts on all of this. newsif@yahoo.com. 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 The article is found at the Christian Post. You'll see the part where I got ready to read it and then decided to skip it, and about the handbags and all of the controversy over that. And then they give a couple of like one lyric there. But if I go into that lyric, then I felt like I needed to read. And I started reading it because I was still baffled by, wait, they just referred to Kim Petras as he. Now they're referring to her as she. Why the trouble with the pronouns? So I apologize for that. Mainly apologize for stumbling over everything. But I'm telling you, as soon as I've said good evening, good evening, everyone. And, I'm going live and I'm, broadcasting live from the Theology Central studio. At the minute I started speaking, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to. It's the last thing I want to talk about. Really? I mean, why? Christians, can we just let people be? Pray for them. They need the gospel. They need salvation. That's what they need. But instead of thinking about their salvation, we think about condemning them and calling them names. And of course, in every article where Christians start going, these no talent hacks, they have no talent. They start immediately attacking the talent of the artist. It's so predictable. It's the same, just nonsense. That's not music. They wouldn't know what music, and it's just arrogance and judgmental and hatefulness. And it's sometimes you just want to go, I wish I knew what was going on in your life, because I guarantee you, you're going to condemn their unholiness. We're all unholy. You know why? Because holiness is perfection, and none of us are that. So we're all unholy. Just a thought. newsif@yahoo.com. newsif@yahoo.com. Thanks for listening. God bless.